everyone, welcome back to another RGMgarage episode. I'm Rui, and today I want to show you what my thoughts came to and what progress has been made on the Hayabusa. I really want to get this bike done, but I don't want to not show you guys how it's being done. So I've been holding back all the little jobs that need to be done to it until I'm able to film it. But I've decided that I'm gonna start doing these videos daily, or shall I say, these videos will be a combination of few days of work. I always have a couple hours to do a bit of work here and there, or an hour or two, while my little one is asleep upstairs, and I always have my little walkie-talkie volume on maximum, and I can hear anything that might happen and obviously watch what she's up to. And I have this little bit of time which I can utilize to do some work on the bike and give you a look of what my decisions were and what I intend to do, and hopefully if I have a little bit of time I'll do some work to it as well today. If not, it'll be tomorrow, but surely it will be this video. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you is what I decide to do with the rear end. And as you can see here, I'm going to show you on the other side first. So the original mounting for this rear seat mounting, and it also holds the fairing and various other things as well, the number plate brackets, all of those things. And if you I'll put a picture here of the brackets that everyone uses for these conversions, and that's what I mimicked. I kind of add a scale, add a picture and scaled it up and find out all the measurements and somewhat mimic them. So I had these plates made up, and the original mountings were this back hole and this one here. Those were the original mountings. I eventually dropped it further down and further forward, just slightly, a little tiny bit, and made a little bit of a difference, better fitting, but nowhere close to what I want now. So if you can see down here, this is the mounting hole, is the back mounting hole, thread, whatever you want to call it, and this would be here. So I decided to push it further forward and further down. So further down and further forward. So the new mounting location will be here, and obviously, as you can see, is not possible to do, or at least this one. But the front one, it's, if you can see in there, let me get the light. Oh, there we go, that's much better. So this is where the front one is gonna end up. So my idea is to build a tube subframe. KTM and Ducati all built tube subframes, and they are stunning. So my idea is to get a piece of tube from here up to this mounting, and another piece of tube from here up to the mounting which is just there. Yeah, if you follow me, front mounting to the top, this mounting to the back one, the bottom mounting to the back one. But if you see it from this direction, there we go, try to give you some light. When I made these plates, I just used a spacer on the bottom one. Ooh, that was lucky. So I just used a spacer on the bottom one, but my intention is to have the tube, the bottom tube, angled out. So this will also give me more space on the subframe to put all the electronics, ECU, power commander, quick shifter. This here, massive mistake I done. This should have plenty of airflow going through, so it's going to be mounted on the side, and somehow I'm going to make some ducking to get some airflow going through it to keep it cool. Okay, so now that I have the position where I want the rear tail to be, you can see, let me take this light out of here, you can see how good it looks. As you see, this is the original Hayabusa seat, and it fits literally perfect to the curvature of the GSXR tail. So then the only thing that's gonna need to be fixed is this bit of the front of this side fairing or side tailpiece. So just give you a look. How good does this look? It's literally just a slight tiny bit lower than the tank. So let me get you a really good angle. Alright guys, so at this moment you are aware of the state of the bike, what my ideas are, what I plan to do with it. For the tail subframe or the rear subframe, I am waiting on materials to arrive, should arrive today or tomorrow. After that, I've contacted a machinist company to get some end caps made for me. I'd love to have a little lathe and just start practicing with little pieces like this. Very simple pieces. I will show you when they arrive or when I get them made, and I will show you how I'm gonna do this this tail. Obviously you saw me the last video made that tool that helped me practice my welding. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not pretty, not at all. It's very ugly welds, but I just gonna keep welding, keep practicing, and hopefully get a good, you know, get a bit better with it. So for now, I'm waiting on those, on that tube to be able to make the rear subframe. I've gotten 22 mil steel tube, or 7/8 I believe it is, and that should be plenty strong for what I need. But for now, all I can do is start working on this engine. The engine is absolutely fine, it's just this and this one that's broken. So for the starter motor cover, I have a new one, literally literally just change it. For this cover, the clutch cover, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see, it has some corrosion as well as the glass for the oil level view is missing. So my plan is to remove the glass from this one, which is still good, place it on the second and new one. But before I do that, I want to sand it, clean it up, make it nice and smooth, and paint it. So first thing before I do anything is to drain the oil, because there's still oil on the bike, on the engine. So I'm gonna drain the oil, make sure it's all clean and tidy, and then I'm gonna start working on this, and I'm gonna have this one changed. 5-second job. So let's get stuck in. All right, everyone, so quick update, and got the old one out and got a new one in here. So the only thing that was needed doing in it, apart from paint job, which I decided that I'm not gonna do now, just gonna blast through it, get the bike all together, make sure it works all fine, and after that I do a strip out and paint job. So most important thing right now is to put it all back together, take it for MOT and put it on the road. So little change of plans, but as I was saying, something that was scaring me is the oil level view, I should say, something like that, and was surprisingly easier than what I thought it would be. So basically, as you see, it's got a little bit of a rubber seal. So that's the little piece that came out of the clutch cover. And literally all it is, it's a bit of silicone. So this is a press fit onto the case and a little bit of silicone around it, and that's it. So I'm gonna put it all back on the new cover, and I've got a new gasket. So it's a new gasket. That's the new starter motor cover. Has already got a new gasket, the same as this one. So just gonna put it all back together, fit this little piece onto that case, silicone it, and just fit it to the bike again. Happy days. Alright guys, so this is all I can do for today. I'm still waiting on those pieces of tube so I can start building the rear subframe. In the meantime, as you've seen, I got the new used covers. So starter motor cover and clutch cover are in the bike with new gaskets. It's all tightened up, just snugged up. If I have any sort of leaks, I can just give it a little more tighten up. And I took the whole rear of the bike off, so now I have plenty of space for activities, as they say. So I also removed the right hand side rear set, foot peg, so brake side peg. I'm probably gonna use the original ones, which I still have. I'm just gonna go and find them. So I think that's it, really. So tank is off, plenty of space I have in here now, and I can start building this rear subframe and go from there. So I believe that's it for this week. I'll catch you up in the next episode. As always, you know, never be afraid of get your hands dirty and do these things yourself. Test and try and practice, you know. Getting your hands in the business is what makes you get good at things. As like you, I'm just learning how to do these things. It's just my preference and my hobby. What I like to do is this. So never be afraid of doing it. You know, if I can do it, surely you can do it too. So that's all for this week. You can see in the background I have the Rizzler all decorated for Christmas. I'm doing a Christmas run this week. You know, should I say, you'll always participate on charity runs in your area. Is a way of meeting new people, making new friends, and supporting something nice. And you know, it's always good fun. So anyway, that's all for this week. I'll catch you at some point next week with updates on this rear subframe. Take it easy, ride safe, have fun, and I'll see you next time.